Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on estimating non-perfect square roots using a multiplication table. The first thing we need to do is make sure we understand what numbers on the multiplication table are perfect squares, because we're going to use those to compare to our non-perfect square roots. So I'm going to go through with a highlighter and highlight those, and they're the ones that are right there on the diagonal. So 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 169, 196, and 225. So you can see all of those highlighted. Those are perfect squares. So we know that anytime we look for the square root of one of those numbers, it will be a whole number, or a natural or counting number, if you will. So like for instance, 81, we know that the two equal factors to get 81 is 9, so the square root of 81 is 9, right? Perfect. Now, non-perfect square roots are a little more complicated because they are irrational numbers. That means they cannot be turned into fractions. So they are decimals that go on forever without repeating and have no set pattern. So to calculate one of those without a calculator can be pretty tedious, for lack of a better word. So this estimating will get us within the ballpark, and it's pretty quick. So say we're being asked, what is the square root of 72? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our multiplication chart for which perfect square 72 falls between. So if we go down and we look, 72 falls between the perfect squares of 64 and 81. So we know that the number 72, the square root, 72 is between the square root of 64 and between the square root, it's less than the square root of 81, and it's greater than the square root of 64. I could have said it a little smoother, but oh well. And then we know that the square root of 64 is equal to 8 based on our chart. So 8 is less than the square root of 72, which is less than 9. So we know that the square root of 72 is between 8 and 9. Okay. Now we could use a calculator if we had one handy to realize that this is actually equal to 8.485 to 81374 ... That's a good estimate.